Torah Club is exciting.
Torah Club is revelation.
Torah Club is life. Living, breathing, growing, thinking.
Fascinating.
Necessary, moving.
It brings enthusiasm and an eagerness to learn.
It's like already having a delicious cake and putting raspberry filling in it. That is what Torah Club is to me.
I don't think I could be without it. You know, it's I guess my tribe. I found my place.
You know, I almost feel like I didn't choose Torah Club. Torah Club chose me. Back in 2011, I started, my son introduced me to the Chumash, which is like a Jewish study Bible, and I was so fascinated with it, I couldn't keep my excitement to myself. I just was spilling out all over the place. I bought the Hayasod series and shared it with my friends and family.
Rayla-Jeanne was teaching Hayasod. At the end of it, she said if anyone was interested in further studies, she had a Torah Club.
And for anyone that wanted to come and hear and see what it was about, that we were welcome.
I said, yes, I would be interested to come. Tell me when, you know. So that's really what piqued my interest. And I think I was hearing that missing piece that I needed in my life in relationship to Israel.
From that one on, I came every week. And I was like, this is exactly what I've been looking for.
We do a Torah Club for ladies in the morning, and then we do a Chumash study in the afternoon, and then in the evening, a mixed group of men and women come in with my husband, and we do the Torah Club again. It's a lot of people, a lot of activity. I am a German extraction, and so we start on time and we stop on time, and we pretty well cover the material. I pre-select material from the booklets rather than just the study questions, which are good, especially for their personal study. But I like to capture a paragraph here and there that maybe there's some background that I've gotten from reading Depths of Torah and some of the others, or historical, or maybe review, put some things in historical perspective. Or I have a background in theater too, and so sometimes I like to just stop and say, let's paint the scene. What is it feeling like sitting here? And Jesus is multiplying the loaves and the fishes, but they clearly don't have enough for me and my kids, you know, so let's get down to the bottom of the hill before the delicatessen fills up. And, you know, just play with things. And so I'll have them read a portion and then stop and elaborate, and I call it, you know, suck the juice out of that, you know, nibble the bones. And so they go around the table and everybody reads, and that way everybody's participated. I think I'm prayerful, and my intention is that they feel integrated.
What I'm getting from the ideas of Torah is that it's all love. Everything that he's doing, even though we don't understand it, but I'm understanding him a little bit more now, it's all based on his love for us.
I'm learning who God is, and I'm also learning who Yeshua is, which is really amazing. He's not who I grew up thinking he was.
I think it has promoted a deeper connection to the land and to the people, to the culture, and it has come alive.
These are God's chosen people. This is his nation that he has drawn together to teach other nations how to live, how to love, how to conduct themselves.
With Torah Club, there's the additional advantage. For the first time in my life, I really can disciple people. You know, the mandate is to go into all the world and make disciples of all men, but I'd never known more than how to do the Roman road kind of thing.
That discipleship part to me is trying to reach others so that what I'm learning can be duplicated again and again.
Being excited about something is good in its own self, but until you share that excitement, until another person is, you know, it misses something, it can feel kind of lonely to be excited about something nobody else gives a flip about. But when other people are suddenly excited, and then you've got the companionship of that makes it all so worthwhile.
We had Passover this last year, and we've had Rosh Hashanah. We've had Rosh Chodesh. Each month we were learning to do that. And so we've been putting these together to learn. Rayla-Jeanne says that we're kind of like in preschool or kindergarten of learning how to do these things. And that actually, it may seem simplistic, but that God is delighted with each of our little baby steps that we take.
It just amazes me to stop and think that this book that we're studying now began 6,000 years ago. And what it has taken for God to get it into our hands, Moses and the patriarchs, and then the sages and the rabbis over the years that have been faithful, all the Jewish communities that have faithfully guarded that Torah. And then eventually it gets in the hands of First Fruits of Zion, and they take all this esoteric, hard to understand stuff and put it down in language that we can easily read and enjoy. D. Thomas Lancaster's penchant for creating such a novel, by which I mean it reads like a novel, where you can see the relationships and everything. It's just fascinating. And then here we get to sit here and read it. This is no small thing. This is an amazing thing.
I've enjoyed it. I've loved it. It takes 2 hours for me to study. It takes a lot of other research that I run into that I need to do. But it's so beneficial. It'll just change your whole life.
I get excited, because of what, I'm going to encounter there through the different Torah Club members and their input and their background, because this club is made out of so many people from different backgrounds. And to hear some of the things they say, or just to hear how they grew up in the Lord. And it's just so fascinating.
After we study it, everybody gives their own perspective, whether it's related to the New Testament and they bring it, or related to their own life, what's going on in their life.
Collectively, we can learn a lot more than we can individually on our own.
In this day and age, with all you hear about racial tensions and all, that I just marvel at the ethnic blend that our clubs are. And not just the fact that it's there, but that there's such warmth, and it's really such a wonderful thing.
The other Bible study groups have always seemed to be just a collection of individuals. Torah Club is a cobbled together family that choose to be together and kind of can't get enough of each other. Like a crazy quilt.
And we all pray for each other, and we all celebrate when we have wins, and we have lovely things happening. And I know I can go to these ladies and I trust them, and they've got my back.
Just being friends and being funny, and it's really a blessing to all of us, because we all not only have fun, we also share our, struggles in life and help one another.
I had to move recently. They were a part of that.
This group has just amazed me over and over again. I had COVID in January, and becoming so aware of what their prayers underneath me were doing, and how it was just lifting me up for that healing that came, was just a remarkable thing. If we, this little club, sort of representing the kingdom of God, if we aren't forming those deep attachments, the potential for sacrificial love, then what is this all about?
And the Torah Club and the Torah book has been a puzzle to me. And it's just like you want to look for that little piece and find that little, and put it all together. So it's been just, to me, fascinating.
I love Torah Club. I so believe in what they're doing and want to help further that.